All right, everyone, welcome back to the Midnight Mission podcast. Today, we're doing something different.
We are.
Ricardo and I are not in the same location. We're
Whoa.
doing this remotely. I'm in my
We're
house.
trying.
He's at his house.
Yeah. Yeah. We're
Um,
trying something
this is
different.
like an impromptu podcast recording. It's like the middle of the week, trying to do something different.
Just yeah.
We're both sick, so if we both sound like crap, I'm sorry.
Now you know.
Now you know. I have the COVID, unfortunately. I'm good though,
Ooh.
so don't worry, our two fans. I'm good. And I think Ricardo said you're feeling a little bit under the weather yourself.
Yeah. I think I'm getting a cold and stuff.
Womp womp. All right. So, I mean, there isn't much going on, but today we're actually just going to talk a little bit about wrestling and the return of the infamous CM Punk.
CM Punk.
So, CM Punk
He's
returned
back. Yep.
Saturday night at the very end of Survivor Series after the men's War Games match. There was rumors going around the internet of him returning and of him re-signing with the company and all this other stuff. And, you know, Survivor Series
Yeah.
was in Chicago, which is CM Punk's hometown or whatever.
Hometown.
And a lot of people were like, yay.
A lot of fans were happy.
A lot of fans were
but
happy,
We see
yeah.
a lot of talent it's the other way around. They're not happy. The talent isn't happy.
Yeah, some in particular, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, a huge Seth Rollins. Now the question is this a work or is this real?
I
To
think
some degree.
I think it's a shoot because he was dropping
Yeah.
F-bombs. He was
Yeah.
dropping F-bombs. Unless
And
they,
I mean, it
that was
works.
part
I
of it,
mean,
but
maybe there's a little bit of real to it. Like
yeah, maybe. I
well,
mean,
CM Punk is notorious for his backstage drama
yeah, I know, man.
nowadays. Like and even in his, I guess, falling out of the WWE career, he became more of a drama. I guess you could say more of a.
There's just negativity surrounding him. It's like an aura of
Yeah.
negativity. I mean, from our perspective, right?
Yeah. So, we obviously don't know we know some degrees here and there from like interviews they've mentioned, but we'll never know the full story.
Right,
Like the
right,
real story
Right.
between them, between CM Punk and WWE. Obviously, there's
Right.
probably some um agreement that they don't talk about, but he's back. I mean, when they were talking about Randy Orton not showing up in the beginning of Survivor Series, I was like, "Oh man, he's going to be the replacement. It's going to be him. He's the guy."
Mm-hmm.
And then, you hear you see Rhea Ripley show up with the case. I was like, "Oh, this actually makes sense. I could see this. I could see like this being an opportunity for a cash in, I guess, to
Right.
some degree."
Mm-hmm.
But then you hear, you hit the theme song, Randy Orton appears, which, by the way, the match was really good. It was a really great match overall.
Yeah. That RKO at the end of that match. Whew.
The RKO from the top of
Off
the cage, yeah.
that was pretty dope. I mean,
And
we
even the old school DDT. We talked about this in
Yeah.
private, but like all those classic, wrestling, classic Randy Orton moves.
yeah.
That was good to see, and it's good to see him back. It's been a long time since we've seen Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And then when Randy Orton appeared and they finished the match, I was like, okay, cool. It was just a rumor. He's not coming back. Cool. And then you just hear the theme song, and I'm like, no. I mean, I don't have nothing against CM Punk. I did like CM Punk when he, was first introduced. I did like it, But and then like more and more drama surrounding him, and it was just like, I don't care. And then when he went to AEW and did All In, that was okay. But then it was like the same thing.
Yeah.
It repeats itself.
Yeah, I mean, I was a big fan of his when he was in WWE. I mean,
Yeah.
even after he left WWE, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn, they did him dirty, and
Yeah.
him just
When he was,
speaking on what
yeah.
happened or whatever.
Yeah. I
And-
think that. Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, that's messed up. But then it's like when you hear all the drama with all this other stuff and the drama with like everything that happened in AEW and the fights
Young
and all this
Bucks,
other stuff and, with Kenny Omega. And I'm just like, it made me think. And I'm like, maybe he was a bigger part of the problem, because I don't think it's like 100% WWE, right?
Yeah.
It just can't be. Usually in for the most part, in situations where there's a disagreement, it's sometimes it's heavily on one side, but it's not always 100% on one side.
Yeah.
Right? It's usually 60-40 or whatever the percentage you want to put on it, but it's not always 100%. And when all of that stuff with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and even when he came back after that and his whatever he was saying in the conference at the end of that whatever show
At the end of the
like
was it? I think it was All In too.
probably, and it's
When he
like
did it with Tony Khan.
yeah. So when I see those kinds of things, it's like the percentage started shifting a little bit more, and it's like for a while it was like, for me it was like, okay, 20% Punk, 60% WWE, and then it was just like, okay, 30% Punk, 40% Punk, 50% Punk. So again, we don't know because we're not there. We don't know the intimacies of the issues and all that jazz, but it just makes you think, right?
Yeah.
And
Especially during that end of the show segment with when he's like ranting on with Tony Khan. It's kind of like the owner. I guess that's the equivalent of a Vince McMahon. You know, you can see sort of the visible like worry, like, is this a shoot? Is he being serious? Like when that whole segment went on.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I only watch clips of it, so
Yeah.
but
But I mean, you can see Tony Khan with like whoa.
Tony Khan is also kind of weird, I feel like.
Yeah, that too.
But back to
That's
CM
another
Punk's
story.
yeah,
But
back to
yeah,
CM Punk's return. I mean, I wasn't the happiest, to be honest.
you know, and another thing that I kind of not disagree with, but I guess one of the cons that I see with CM Punk, I don't know if he's done the training for it, for the return. And the reason I say that is because we see in AEW that when he was champion, he wasn't really a fighting champion to say. I'm not saying he has to like fight every pay-per-view, but when he fights, he gets injured.
Punk?
Yeah, Punk, and in his like last couple of pay-per-views in the
Oh yeah. I
in
mean, he got
AEW.
injured that one time jumping into the crowd or something like that, and wasn't even in the
Yeah,
match
and
or something.
then I think
I mean, he's an
it was a
older
match with
fellow now.
yeah, so that's the other part. I'm like,
I
maybe it's
mean,
time to hang up the boots.
he was a young buck when he left WWE. See what I did
Yeah,
there?
and then
I might cut that
I
out.
see what you did there. No, we got to keep it in.
That's such a
Young Bucks are
dad
cool.
joke. Um,
But
I don't know.
I don't know. And then his UFC training, his UFC,
Hey,
you know,
we're
obviously.
not gonna talk about that.
Hey man,
We're not
if
gonna
I
talk
was,
about that.
man, you gotta delete that somehow. You gotta remove the records from that.
Nah, I
But I
don't know.
mean, I wonder. I mean, and also his promo. Let's talk about his last night's promo, if you will.
From Raw,
His from Raw.
yeah, I found it a bit corny.
I did too. I mean,
And listen, not to cut you off. The reason
yeah,
why I found it corny is because of all the trash talking he was doing about WWE.
right.
And it's just kind of like, I didn't believe it. I didn't buy it. You know what I mean? And I know it's show
Yeah,
business, and you know, you're part of like, wasn't he talking trash about WWE and AEW when he debuted?
yeah,
That wasn't even a year ago,
yeah.
right? Or am I wrong?
No, no, I do believe so. I either he did it in a segment or he did it like over social media.
He did in some
But
segment or something. I don't remember, but it's
yeah,
just like, bro, yeah, okay, you're back home, whatever. I don't know. Am I
yeah.
mad that he's back in WWE? No, because
Mm-mm.
I still sleep at night. It's not that serious.
Yeah, it's not something
Am
like
I disappointed about it? A little bit. I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie. Yes, a little bit, because I think they were doing fine, just fine without him. They didn't. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think WWE needed or needs him. I think he
Mm-hmm.
needs WWE at this point. I think it's more for him than it is for WWE, in my opinion, because they have been doing well without him
They really
as
have,
of
and
late. You know, after
yeah.
Triple H took over of creative and all that stuff with Vince went down and all that jazz, the product has been
I'm
pretty good, and I've been enjoying all of the pay-per-views. I mean,
yeah.
are they all bangers? No, But have they all been entertaining? Yes.
Yes. I was more excited about Randy Orton returning than CM Punk.
I was more excited about Randy Orton's return than CM Punk's return. Like, I recorded a video with my kid, RKOing my kid, and I sent it to you. Like,
Yeah.
that's how excited I was. But I mean,
And then also his introduction was, I felt it was so boring. Like
CM Punk's.
yeah.
I mean, what were they gonna do? They weren't gonna have him rush the ring and attack someone or save someone. It wouldn't have made sense. But
No. I know that, but I mean, like, it could have been like, I'm back, and then that.
like him on the mic.
Yeah, just saying that.
Mm,
It felt kind of, I don't know. It was because it just felt so random.
I mean, I think
know
that
what I
was
mean?
on
Like,
purpose.
I mean, I know that because they were trying to hide it, but everybody knew. Everybody.
I mean,
knew
all
that
the
he was gonna
fans
show
knew.
up.
So one thing that I didn't believe was that nobody in WWE knew that he was coming back. If we, the fans, knew,
They
and there
had
was
to
room,
know.
like, come on, they had to know. So that's why part of me is like, is it really a shoot that, even though I'm saying it's a shoot, that Seth Rollins was so pissed? Maybe he heard and he was like, nah, he'll never get it. You know, apparently like they really kept it hush, 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 hush. And only certain people knew. According to Triple H, people on higher up at TKO didn't even know. It's kind of hard to believe.
You're not gonna tell the shareholders,
Right? That didn't make any sense.
like that's.
But whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how the business works.
I mean, they
you
had
know what I'm
to.
saying?
I mean, they had to because, like, literally, as soon as Survivor Series ended, I saw on Instagram WWE shop promoting 2 T-shirts for CM Punk.
Listen, get out of here. They knew. For them to have
was
a
like-
T-shirt already.
2 of them. The one I was there when CM Punk at Survivor Series, and then the other one is like the shirt he was wearing.
Listen,
like
the
with
fact
his
that they had
cross.
shirts ready, that lets me know that many people knew about his return. Because unless they have like a gag order with some of their employees, their graphic designers and stuff, come on, they
I
had
don't
to
know.
have
Maybe
known.
don't they do that for the I think they do that for the Super Bowl.
I don't know nothing about sports.
I think they do that for the Super Bowl for the 2 teams that are winning because they don't know who's gonna win. They make the
They make it for each team.
yeah, and then they just release whichever.
I mean, well, that makes sense, but
You think WWE is on that mindset, on that grind?
no, I don't think so.
Just as a goof, guys, let's make some designs of CM Punk, guys.
Yeah, just for fun. You never know. The rumor mill. No, I don't think so.
I heard at the water cooler that he's coming back.
I don't think so. But I tell you what though.
Yeah.
Getting over my initial reaction of his return, I am intrigued. I will say maybe even interested and maybe a little excited to see what we get out of this as fans in terms of stories. Because apparently he signed a multi-year deal.
Yeah.
Multi-years, more than 2. In my opinion, in my book, that's 3, 4, 5. He may be around for a while. I just hope that Triple H and Nick Khan were smart enough to build in some type of clause into his contract, like, hey, my man, if you cause any troubles, that's it, you're out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like.
You want to
it's
give
not
someone the
pretty
benefit
strict,
of the
yeah.
doubt, but then at the same time, it's like, yeah, you have a certain track record, even outside of here.
Exactly.
So-
and then if it's, I mean, we'll see if there is any, drama between talent, if there is any, outside feelings,
Yeah.
like, because, even talent, as, they're people, they're humans, they have their own opinions, right? They obviously know what the company's views are, but they can still, have their own feelings. So that's kind of like with the whole thing with Seth Rollins. There may be some truth to what he says, but he knows at the end of the day, it might just be a work. It might just be a shoot.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to see, now I'm more interested in going to Mania because I can
I feel
see
like it's
them.
gonna be a title match.
He doesn't need to be in a title match. My cousin texted me earlier about it, and I was like, I can see him being in a title match. I don't see them putting the title on him. They don't need to. I think CM Punk has already been WWE champion. The only thing he hasn't, what has he not accomplished in WWE? Did he win the Rumble? No. Maybe they might give him that. You never know. He's won WWE title. He's won the World Heavyweight title. He's won, I don't know if he's won the IC title or the United States. I can't remember. I think
I don't
he's
think
been.
he's won the United States.
I think he's been tag champion. You know what I mean? The only thing CM Punk hasn't done in WWE, and it's like one of the reasons why, if I'm not mistaken, why he left. See, he's never main evented WrestleMania. This is probably the opportunity for him to main event WrestleMania, and he gets what he wants. I don't think they need to do what AEW did and put the title on him. They don't need it. They have other superstars there that need that push, that need the titles to be put on them. CM Punk is a big enough name that he doesn't need to be champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
I mean, the only title he's missing is the United States.
He's such a big name that, and I don't even know if his ego will get in the way or not. He's a changed man. I don't know, but I don't think he'll go down to U.S. title. He's not John Cena. John Cena's like, sure, I'll take the U.S.
That's
title.
true.
You know what I mean?
He's gonna bring back the ECW
For what?
because we need a fourth brand, so we can have 2 brands versus 2.
That's too much. It's already enough to keep up with 3. I know you're joking, but still. No, I can see him main event WrestleMania at least one night. You know what I mean? Like, but knowing Punk, he's like, yeah, I main evented Saturday, but I really wanted main event Sunday. I don't see him main eventing Sunday. Not that he can't. He definitely can. It's just they're not gonna put him against Roman. I mean,
No,
well,
I can
you
see
never
him
know.
against Seth.
I can see him against Seth. I'm more interested in Cody versus Roman. Even though we got that already, I'm more interested in seeing that and seeing Cody win the title and taking it off of Roman at Mania than seeing Punk take the title off of Roman at Mania. You know what I mean?
I know. I actually, I don't think he should be the one to dethrone Roman.
Man. If Lesnar couldn't do it,
yeah.
you know?
I think that's such a low blow. Like I think for us, the fans,
As fans,
at least,
yeah.
I think that
that
would be so.
I think it should. Not that it should. I would like it to be Cody. I was watching his documentary,
I think so too.
and I was like, damn. He really he really did go out there, left WWE, and made a name for himself for real. I mean, people already knew him as Cody Rhodes from WWE, but he was a mid-card guy. You know what I mean? And to like bring himself up to like this main event status, like this mega superstar. I'm like, that's fire. That's dope. So we'll see. We'll see. But
him, Cody Rhodes, especially in WWE when he had his time there, he was a very mid card. What was his name? Goldust and
Stardust.
Star. Yeah.
It's whack.
Like stuff like that. That's the
It's whack. Man, they're tripping on 16th Street, huh?
Yeah, man.
I can hear.
It comes with the territory.
It does.
Next thing you know, you're gonna hear a couple of other sounds.
Oh my god.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not tonight. I'm trying to go to sleep. But all jokes aside, I would like to see Cody. I like Cody. You know, I think he is the next talent to receive, a main event title. Like
I think so.
I mean, I wouldn't want to see him taking it off Seth. I would think
he got to take it off Roman.
Yeah, he has to take it off Roman.
And I can see someone else take the belt off of Seth. Like, I don't. There are other people who can.
I feel like Seth has a little bit more time on the title. I think he's doing good.
He's doing good. I can see him. You know who I see losing their title at Mania though?
What's this man's name?
Nah, it's not a man.
Gunther?
Nah, not him. Well, maybe.
You think Rhea's gonna lose her title?
I think so. I don't want her to, but I think so.
To who? What do you think?
As of right now, no one.
Who is your top? Who would be the pick?
We're in what? No, December, end of November.
Yeah.
They have enough time to debut Jade. And I can see Jade taking the title off of her. I can see them pushing her. I can see her debuting.
That's very interesting.
I can see her winning the Rumble, and there be a program between Rhea and Jade. And I can see Jade taking the title off of her at Mania. And they give her a big push. Because we've already seen it with Charlotte. We've already seen it with Becky. We've already seen it with Asuka. We've already seen it with Bianca. And not taking anything away from these ladies. They're all great. You know, the first WrestleMania I went to, that triple threat match was awesome. And the build up to that match was great.
I really think they should have more titles in the women's division.
They need a mid-card title. But then again, it's like they don't even do anything with the women's tag. So would would they do anything with a mid card title? Like,
They really
I
should
feel like it would get
push.
lost in the
I feel
shuffle.
like
But I think they
that's
need
true.
one.
I really do think one because you have your two, big superstars, your main event titles, Rhea Ripley and Ioka Sky. Um, and then you have I don't even know who the current women's champion is. I forgot all about that belt existing.
The which one?
The women's tag champion.
Oh, it's
Who holds it right now?
I don't even know her name.
Oh, Chelsea Green and Piper.
Yeah.
Piper, what's her name? They've held it for 133 days, and I've not seen it since.
I think they had a title defense. I don't know. I mean, listen, Nia Jax is back, but I don't see them pushing Nia Jax at Mania.
I don't either.
Like they did that one year. Even though when she won it, that was pretty dope. It was cool.
If Rhea loses her title, I can see Finn Balor and Damian losing the tags as well.
Man, they've already lost it and regained it. The men's tag team the division is like whatever now. It's not like it was back in the day. Or even like until recently. I don't think I'm trying to think how I want to word this. I don't think that Judgment Day is so cool they don't need to have the titles, in my opinion. I mean, it looks good when they all have it, but it's kind of an oddball choice to have Dominic have the North American title and NXT title.
That's just funny to my.
It's just like, oh, these guys, they all have main roster titles, but you get the NXT
But it kind
title,
of
mid-card title.
fits. You know what I mean? Like, cause
Oh, a little Dom. Yeah, I get it.
yeah,
but,
a little, yeah. You know, what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get it. But then it's like, then you have Judgment Day. Well, not really Judgment Day. It's just really just Rhea and Dominic, like on NXT every Tuesday or whatever. I don't know. Put the US title on him. They should have like. What are they doing with the US title now? Tell me.
Logan Paul is using it right now.
Where is he at?
He is in his house, smashing his girlfriend, as he said in his podcast.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? So leave the North American title for NXT superstars and put the US title on Dominic, and it'll be on the show every freaking night because Judgment Day is on fire. Judgment Day, listen, Judgment Day, in my opinion, are doing great without Edge. And that's not knocking Edge, because when I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Finn Balor, what? Man, but they've grabbed the ball and
The
just run with
storyline
it.
really worked. Yeah.
And Rhea kind of rising to the top, kind of like as the leader type thing. And it's just like, man, this is dope. And that Dom and Rhea mommy thing, which was kind of weird at first, but it's just all working out so well for them that, when a group or a faction gets like that, they break them up like ASAP.
Yeah.
So I can see Judgment Day just falling apart by Mania or before. Not that I want it to, because they're so cool together, all of them. Like, it's really good. And they didn't need that new guy. I don't know his name.
What's
his
goon?
name?
That's what I call. I don't know. He's just the goon.
They didn't need him. They didn't need to add him to the Judgment Day. Like, they were fine. But I guess, whatever. It worked out for War Games.
I guess I feel like that's the only reason why they officially added him. They're like, oh, we're trying to bring back Randy Orton. So
By like 5-on-5.
Yeah, he was a henchman. He's your henchman. Like that type of thing. And it's I don't know. It's just funny to me.
I don't know. I just feel like wrestling is so good now. They didn't need CM Punk. I just hope adding him to the mix doesn't mess things up. I hope it just elevates it even further.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we'll see how his role will play. Because or even him beefing with Cody Rhodes, because they're both from the previous,
company.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I can see them leaning away from that because that's obvious.
Yeah, but sometimes simple is good.
So I can see them doing something with Seth Rollins. I think I saw an Instagram post about this. Roman versus Cody Sunday night, and then Seth versus CM Punk Saturday night.
And then Seth wins, and then in a weakened state, Damian comes out with his briefcase and finally cashes in.
Yeah, because he's not cashing in on. Oh, what if he cashes in on Cody? That would
Cody,
be heartbreaking, bro. Oh
I don't know how I
my
would feel about
goodness. I
that.
would be so mad, but it would make great TV. It would have
He's been
everybody
robbed
butt
twice.
hurt. Everyone would be butt hurt about it, but
Yeah,
people would be
yeah.
glued to Monday Night Raw.
Then yeah,
And then not Dominic, Damian Priest like keeps the title until SummerSlam, and then he takes it off of him. And but then it would make the loss to Roman, like Roman's loss, like pointless.
it's fine. I don't. No one cares about Roman. I don't care about Roman.
Yeah, I think when Roman loses that title, he'll be gone off of TV for a while,
Yeah, so that's
and
what
then
I'm
he'll
saying.
come
Like,
back and win it again and dominate again.
no, I don't need all that. I need him. I need him to go to mid card for a bit. You know, I'm tired of. I'm tired of the Roman Empire. I'm tired of it. I
Nah,
don't need
man,
it.
it's what's been keeping
I don't need
WWE
it.
interesting, bro. Through
Nah,
the
every
whole no,
time
get
the-
out of here. Through the
the
whole
show-
COVID
no,
era, nah, man. When he came back, he was listen.
I hit the skip.
Drew McIntyre and Roman
Okay.
Reigns
The
carried
beginning
WWE
the beginning part
during
of
the
it
COVID
was
era.
good. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. But like the Brock like Lesnar, I think the trucker Brock Lesnar was good when he came out on the tractor, the cowboy.
Oh, the SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think that was the
Yeah.
only like
Yeah, but that was the
Look.
last match.
I know, but I was like, it's just I'm tired of the Roman Empire. It's over.
I'm not there just yet.
I've been
It's,
there.
you know
since,
why?
Like,
Because all of the stories
What?
have been, all of the stuff that he's done, it's just been so good.
it is, but it's like,
You
he's
know what I
fighting
mean?
the same people again. I know. I agree
Is
on
he
the
though?
storyline aspect.
Like he's barely wrestling,
feels
so he
like
can't
it.
fight the same people.
But he is though. He's like, how many times has he fought in Brock Lesnar? Like,
I mean, Brock Lesnar is his freaking. Well, can't say it's his kryptonite because I think he's beaten him more than Brock Lesnar.
I
has
was about to
beaten
say,
him.
I think, yeah, but I mean, his rival, if you would.
Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns is to The Rock versus Stone Cold.
I
You
don't know,
know?
but you know what they have
Like
in
John
common?
Cena
Poor mic
ver-
skills.
Who?
uh,
Roman has gotten
Brock
so much better on the mic, though.
he's
man.
gotten better, but before
He's gotten so much better. But then, like, where does that leave LA Knight, though?
That's also true.
It's just too many stars, and you just can't have all. So I this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why I'm saying they don't need to put the title on Punk, because you have all of these people that you could put the title on. Like, yeah, I want to see the title on Cody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You can put the World Heavyweight title on LA Knight.
That's true. I wouldn't be opposed to that at all. I think that is like one of the issues WWE has, and it was sort of the same issue that AEW had for a bit, where they have all these good talent, all these new stars, all the stars that left WWE that went to AEW, and now you just have too many people and not enough titles,
No, yeah.
or not enough storylines to go on. Where it's just like, oh, it's Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk, or Cody Rhodes, or the Young Bucks, or Kenny Omega, but it's like the same thing.
I'm pretty sure
And
Triple
then
H will figure it out. He's been doing well. I mean, I'm not trying to jinx it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Make new titles. I don't
no,
know.
they don't need any more titles. They have enough titles.
Maybe stop.
What they need to do is they need to split up the tag team titles.
That's what I was about to say. Like split up the tag team titles. Like, you know,
That's what they need to do.
we kind of saw it already with Roman and Seth. You know, they each have a main event title, if you would, a show title.
Mm.
Even though they're both on the shows. Yeah, but I feel like the tag titles should be split back.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I
maybe
agree. But you know what pisses me off about WWE, though? It just irritates me. I mean, maybe it was just a way to bring back the World Heavyweight title. But why would you combine the Universal and WWE title and then have one quote-unquote championship and then resplit it back out? Like I really liked the like back in the original draft when the undisputed champion traveled both shows and defended the title at both shows.
Mm,
I used to like that. Like I know it's a lot more work for the person who's the champion,
yeah,
but they're already on both shows almost as it is anyway.
that's true.
You know?
Because technically Roman is the WWE and Universal, and then Seth is just the World Heavyweight.
Yeah, they just need to drop the Universal name and just
Yeah,
go back to WWE World Champion.
yeah.
Like the WWE Championship has more prestige than the Universal title. The Universal title has only been around for a couple of years. The
It's been
WWE
since what,
title has been
2016?
around something like that. The WWE title has what 50 plus years of heritage. So
About
like
that, yeah.
so why keep Universal in the name? Like who cares? It was ugly red belt anyway. I mean it was dope when it was blue.
Really, I prefer the red over the blue.
I like the blue.
I don't know. Maybe it's because when it was Finn Balor who first won it when he was the Demon, and it looked cool with the face paint and everything.
I mean maybe. I don't know.
I mean, the blue looks nice too. The more I think about it, but yeah, the WWE Championship has more. I think the Universal should be just dropped. Just have one champion each, and
Yeah.
then, I mean, I personally I would love to see the old Raw versus SmackDown type things for Survivor Series. Like have the two brands go at it. I enjoy that even still with the whole.
I don't
Nia
want it as
Jax
Survivor
and,
Series though. I think it should be its own pay-per-view.
I mean, but
Like
that's
it
always been
was-
Survivor Series.
No, it was bragging rights.
Oh, you think about yeah. I mean, but
That's when they
Survivor.
and then they dropped bragging rights and then turned Survivor Series into that because Survivor Series already had the tag team elimination type thing at the traditional match, which they don't do anymore.
Yeah.
It got all turned into war games, which I don't
I mean,
mind.
I don't mind war games, but I kind of miss that, you know.
Yeah.
Um.
You know what I want though? I want them to like. I like Money in the Bank, but I like that
Yeah.
at WrestleMania. I didn't like it as its own pay-per-view.
mm,
I liked it for WrestleMania. It was so cool. Those were some of the best ladder matches at Mania. Because you know what's when it's at Mania, people are trying to outdo each other, and like the
Yeah, and
spots and
then-
stuff are so cool.
yeah, and then you never know if they're gonna cash it in that same night. Like,
Yeah,
didn't Seth win? Seth win the Money in the Bank and then cash it in that same day.
no, because by that time, Money in the Bank was its own pay-per-view.
'Cause I remember Kane.
he held
Kane
it-
won, yeah.
He held it for like months and months and months, and then cashed in. Yeah,
And made it a triple threat.
at the very end. Yeah,
Yeah. Because I remember Kane won the Money in the Bank. He cashed it in that same night.
Maybe I don't remember, but I mean
He did
you
that
might be
to Rey
right.
Mysterio.
Wow, Rey Mysterio Junior.
My man is out.
Oh, with a knee surgery
With
or
the
something
leg,
like that, right?
Yeah.
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 I don't know. I mean, I feel like wrestling is entertaining. I mean, I don't watch it on a weekly basis. I only catch their
Let me ask you,
premium
what did you
live
think
events.
about the what you think about Santo Escobar and Dragon Lee? Let me get your opinion on that.
The match?
Yeah.
I really wasn't paying attention. To be honest.
Okay, I know why.
Why?
It's like let me stop.
Damn, that's messed up. No,
you know what they should do actually? They should give the 24/7 champion to Logan Paul and just let him keep it.
oh my god, I'm glad they just dropped that title.
It would
no,
work so well with Logan Paul to introduce like celebrities. I feel like that would be a good business opportunity where he loses it to his brother and then like I don't know some other celebrities that they do boxing with.
Yeah, but that's like a gimmicky type thing, and it won't
Yeah,
last
but
very long.
that's the point. It's a gimmick title, and then like imagine I don't know who's somebody that some billionaire I don't know
I don't know.
or some
Wait.
influencer.
Hold on, time out. Speaking of the 24/7 title,
Yeah.
Can we talk about R-Truth?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
man, R-Truth is back, boy. He was such a fool last night on Raw. It was so funny. It was so
Yeah.
funny. He's like, I want to be in War Games. War Games was 2 days ago. Did you win? How was I? Was I? Get out of here. I missed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
missed that.
R-Truth. Yeah.
So
I
funny.
wouldn't even mind seeing R-Truth for the title again.
Which title?
Did he ever have a title? Any title, to be honest.
I think he had the U.S. title. He's been tag team champion. I don't think he's been IC champion. I don't remember, to be honest. But yeah, man, I think the state of WWE, I'm not going to say the state of wrestling because I don't really watch AEW or Impact or anything like that. Nothing against them. We've said in their previous podcasts why. And I don't even watch WWE like weekly. I just watch, like I said, their premium live events. And so far, like, I haven't been disappointed. I remember there was a point in time where like I would watch them like, man, this sucked. And it was just sucky event after sucky event. But since even before Triple H took over, like things were getting better. You know what I mean? After COVID and Roman and all this other stuff, and it's pretty good. But I don't really have much else to say. I think this is gonna be a short podcast, because it's like an impromptu one anyway. But any final thoughts on CM Punk's return, Randy Orton's return?
I'm glad. You know what? I want Randy Orton to take off Gunther's title. Give him the IC title.
Has he been? Yeah, he has been IC champion.
Just I don't know. I feel like Randy Orton deserves something. I don't know if that's just me like nostalgic.
Maybe
like,
that's you being nostalgic. I think I think there's wrestlers get to a certain point where like they don't need the belt to be good.
Or like I
You know what I
want
mean?
him to be. Or you know what I want? I want more like I want more matches that are not like single fall. I don't want a pinfall. I want.
You mean like
gimmickies.
Like Last Man Standing, Iron
Last
Man,
Man Standing, Iron Man,
Falls Count Anywhere, 2 out of 3 falls.
2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah, we haven't seen a 2 out of 3
Backstage
falls in a while.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the only thing I would want.
Mm-hmm.
Just to one for nostalgia, and then also like I feel like it gets boring or it feels like the same thing. But that's just me.
Yeah.
But like I would love to see a 2 out of 3 falls between Jade and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, but they gotta do this with the younger wrestlers though.
I know, but they're 2 powerhouses, like where I can see going blow for blow, like.
I do want to see that match though. I do want to see. I can visualize it in my head.
I can see it too. Now that you
Rhea
said,
Ripley
I forgot about
versus
Jade,
and
but
just
now
like,
that you said that, I was like, I could definitely see Jade.
Bro, that would be such a great Mania match.
I don't know who to go for, to be honest.
I'm gonna go for Rhea, obviously. Duh.
Damn.
But
now you're on Rhea. Now he's on Rhea.
It's just different when you meet her in person. You know what I mean?
I'm done with you. Get out. Get out. You didn't even care about the photo with Rhea until she became big. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna send you to the shadow room for that. I'm gonna tell her that. I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna DM her right now on Twitter. It's like, nah.
Get out of here.
But I could see that match like I could see that match. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Cody and Roman for WrestleMania, and then I don't know about Gunther. Don't really know.
I see him dropping the U.S. title. I'm sorry, the Intercontinental title when they're ready to put the world title on him.
Really?
See, there's so many people that can.
You think he would be a world title?
Hell yeah, man! I can see so many people with the world heavyweight title. Oh,
I did too. I'm not. Yeah.
Gunther,
like Dirty Dog.
LA Knight. No, get out of here. Dominic, not damn. See, bastard.
Got him.
Damian Priest is what I'm trying to say.
Finn Balor.
Yeah, it's just so many people.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
Especially since Seth being the first champion and all. There's a lot of room to for him to lose it. You know what I mean? Like it can really go to a lot of stars in this case
Yeah, man. There's just so
and
many
give them
people
that push.
that can
And
carry
yeah,
that
that's the
title.
thing. There's a lot of people that can carry that title in just one title.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see what happens, man. My initial reaction to Punk's return was like, why? But now having a couple of days and just like, just give it a chance to see where it goes from there. But
I agree. Well, I mean,
we'll see where it goes. WrestleMania is
see
going
where
to
it
be interesting.
goes.
The Royal Rumble is going to be interesting.
That's what I was gonna say. This Royal Rumble was gonna be
It's gonna be
very
interesting.
interesting.
And
Who will be?
it's like, what, 2 months from now? So there's some time to develop some stuff between now and then because it's at the end of January.
Yep. So that's a pay per view. You know, that's a pay per view you can't miss. It's on a Saturday, January 27th.
It's going to be good. But I think we're going to end it there, man. Nice little podcast about wrestling. We haven't done a wrestling specific one in a while.
We haven't done one in a while. Quick, before we end it, who is your surprise guest for this Royal Rumble? Who do you think will it be? Random
Man,
name.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But we can talk about that later though, because we're so far off from it. We can talk about it when we get closer to it.
Okay.
It give me more time to think about.
I don't know.
Bye. All right, guys. Peace
All right.
out.
Bye.